Hi students, I hope you understood what we have discussed in the previous session, how to apply the identities, how to use the identities while solving the algebraic expressions product. So now, from the same exercise 9.5, we have another questions, that is question number 5. Show that 9p minus 5q whole square plus 180pq is equals to 9p plus 5q whole square. Observe it. 9p minus 5q whole square plus 180pq is equals to 9p plus 5q whole square. Meaning is, here two parts, one is LHS and RHS, both are given. So LHS, if you simplify, you may be getting RHS, or both if you simplify LHS and RHS answers, you must get same. That is what? Show that. So in this, first look, in the first thing, what is given? 9p. First 9p minus 5q whole square plus 180pq is equals to 9p plus 5q whole square. This is what he given in the question. So while solving, first we take the part of LHS part. Which one we are taking? LHS. So left hand side and right hand side. What do you have left hand side? 9p minus 5q whole square plus 180pq. So 9p minus 5q whole square plus 180pq. This is LHS part. LHS part we got. Here 9p minus 5q whole square plus 180pq. When you simplify this, and you have to prove this, LHS part is equals to RHS, right hand side and left hand side. So now you see this one, 9p minus 5q whole square is in the form of, okay, anyone? Yes, a minus b whole square, you are right. 9p minus 5q whole square, it is a minus b whole square. So a minus b whole square identity is what? A square minus 2ab plus b square. You see here, only this part here is simplifying. This is as it is, you have to write. A minus b whole square identity we are using for this part only. Right. Now a, that is, which is equals to a square. Observe it. 9p minus 5q whole square is equals to a square minus 2ab plus b square. What is a value? 9p. What is b value? 5q. So 9p minus 5q. 9p square minus 2 into 9p into 5q plus b square 5q square, and which is equals to, observe it here, 9p minus 5q whole square, that is plus 180 is there, plus 180. So that 180 you are writing here, which in the place of 9p minus 5q whole square plus 180 pq is equals to 180 pq is equals to a square 9p square plus minus 2ab 9p into 5q plus 5q whole square. Are you following? Then plus 180 pq plus 180 pq. Now when you simplify, 9p whole square is 81 p square, 9p into 9p, 81p square minus 2 9s are 18, 18 5s are 90, 90pq, then plus, look at this, 2 9s are 18, 18 5s are 90, pq plus 5q into 5q, 25q square plus 180pq. Do you have anywhere simpler like terms? Anywhere like terms? Yes. 81p square And you see minus 90 PQ and this is plus 180 PQ. These two are the like terms. One is minus, one is plus. So minus 90 plus 180 integer operation. Ignore the signs, subtract and keep bigger number sign. Minus 90 plus 180 is plus 90 PQ plus 25 Q square. So this part we got from where we got. This is LHS part. From where you got? LHS part. Now you take RHS part. RHS. What do you have RHS? 9p plus 5q whole square. Which identity can be used here? We can use the identity. A plus b whole square. So a plus b whole square is equals to a square plus 2ab plus b square. A square plus 2ab plus b square, which can be written as 9p plus 5q whole square is equals to, so 9p whole square plus 2ab, 2 into a value 9p, b value 5q plus 5q whole square. Now, so 9p whole square is 81p square plus 2 9s are 18, 18 5s are 90 pq. So 90 pq plus 5q square is 25. Now you observe it here. What you got LHS and what you got RHS. This is the part of RHS. This is the part of RHS. What you got? I'll write this part over here. So that you can see clearly. Observe it. This part a plus b whole square we expanded, that I am writing over here. Now 9p whole square is 81p square plus 2ab, 2 9s are 18, 18 5s are 90pq, then plus 25q square. 5q whole square is 25q square. You see, this is RHS part. This is RHS part. RHS. See, LHS part and RHS part, are they equal or not? That's what he is asking. Show that this part is equal to this. 9p minus 5q whole square plus 180pq will be equal to, that is equal to 9p plus 5q square. Do we get the same answer? Yes. So therefore, LHS is equals to RHS. That means, which identity we are using? 9p minus 5q whole square plus 180pq is equals to 9p plus 5q whole square. They both are equal. Is it clear? The identities we are using to prove LHS part is equals to RHS part. Now we see one more question in the same bit, that is fifth question. 4 by 3m minus 3 by 4n whole square plus 2mn is equals to 16 by m square plus 9 by 16 n square. Here also you have to prove that LHS part left hand side is equal to right hand side. So first solution, what is given? 4 by 3m minus 3 by 4n whole square plus 2mn is equals to 16 by 9m square plus 9 by 16 n square. This is what given in the question. We have to prove this part. LHS part left hand side is equals to right hand side. Now taking LHS part, 4 by 3m minus 3 by 4n whole square plus 2m. Observe it, only this part we can use the identity. Which identity can be used? Yes, you are right, a minus b whole square. So a minus b whole square identity is equals to, what is that? A minus b whole square, can anyone? Yes, a square minus 2ab plus b square. A square minus 2ab plus b square. This part we are going to elaborate in this, and plus 2mn. Observe it. So 4 by 3 m minus 3 by 4m whole square plus 2mn is equals to a square 4 by 3m whole square minus 2ab, 2 into 4 by 3m into, observe it, 2ab, a value is 4 by 3m and b value 3 by 4n into plus 3 by 4n b square whole square. Now what do you have after that? This we expanded in the form of a square minus 2ab plus b square plus 2mn. 2mn. Now observe this, 4 by 3m whole square. The square is applicable for all the terms which are there inside the bracket. The square is applicable to the terms which are there inside the brackets. So 4 by 3m. Square is applicable for 4, square is applicable for 3, and even the square is applicable for m. So 4 by 3 into 4 by 3 and m into m. 4 square is 16 by 3 square is 9 and m square is m square. You see how we are simplifying? Square is applicable for all the terms which are there inside the bracket. So 4 square 16, 3 square 9 and m square is m square minus, you observe it here, can we cancel 2 by 4 3m into 3 by 4n. Here 4 ones are 4, 4 ones are 4, 3 ones are 3, 3 ones are 4m is nothing but what? It is a product. So 4 gets cancelled, 3 gets cancelled one time. So now what is left over? 2 into m into n. 2mn. Is it clear? Did you understand here? 4 by 3m into 3 by 4n. 4 gets cancelled. 3 gets cancelled. Left over is 2 into 1. 2 into 1. 2 again. Minus is there. Minus 2 m into n. Minus 2mn. Plus. Now you see 3 by 4 n whole square. 3 square is 9 by 4 square is 16 and n square. Square is applicable for all the terms. Then plus 2mn. Plus 2mn. Do you understand here how we simplified? A square minus 2ab plus b square. And this was the term given in the question. Now, any like terms are there in this? Yes. Minus 2mn plus 2mn. Two like terms with different signs. When we add 1 plus 2 and minus 2, the result will be equal to 0. So minus 2mn plus 2mn result will be 0. That's why we are cancelling like this. Now leftover terms 16 by 9m square minus plus 9 by 16n square. 16 by 9n square plus 9 by 16n square, which you have in RHS part. You check it. When you simplified LHS part, what you are getting? 16 by 9m whole m square plus 9 by 16n square. So this part, when you simplify this part, you got RHS. So therefore, LHS is equals to RHS, that is 4 by 3m minus 3 by 4n whole square, then plus 2mn is equals to 9 by 16 by 9 m square plus 9 by 16 n square. This is RHS part. Why I wrote RHS? When you simplify LHS, you are getting the RHS part. Are they equal or not? So LHS is equals to RHS. Is it clear now? Everyone understood? Yes. Now we go to the another question. Question number 6. Using identities, evaluate. You have to find out answer. So 99 square. We have to use the identities. What are all the identities we have? We have 4 identities: a plus b whole square, a minus b whole square, a plus b into a minus b, and then x plus a into x plus b. These are the 4 identities we have. Now 99 square. Using the identities, evaluate 99 square. So while doing such type of questions, we have to arrange the given number in terms of identities. Nearest round figure of 99 is, yes, 100. Nearest round figure of 99 is 100. How to get 99 from 100? Yes, you have to subtract 1 from that. You have to subtract 1 from 100. 100 minus 1 is equals to 99. 100 minus 1 is equal to 99. Look at this solution. This is given 99 square. This can be written as, look at the board, 100 minus 1 whole square. What is 100 minus 1? 99. So 100 minus 1 whole square. Now which identity can be used over here? Which identity can be used? We can use a minus b whole square is equals to a square minus 2ab plus b square. A square minus 2ab plus b square. What is a value? 100. 100 minus 1 whole square is equals to, in place of a you are writing 100. So 100 square minus 2 into, then you are writing a value is how much? 100 and b value 1. Minus is already there in the formula. So a square minus 2ab. A is 100, b is 1 plus b square, which is nothing but 1 square. Now 100 square meaning is 100 into 100, 100 into 100, 100 into 100, 10,000. So 10,000 minus 2 into 100, 200 into 1, 200 plus 1 square is 1. You see 10,000 minus 200 plus 1. 10,000 minus 200 is 9,800 plus 1, which is equals to 9,801. You know how to add and subtract. So from 10,000 I subtracted 200. That will be equal to 9,800. Then plus 1, 9,801. So by using the identity, this is the identity which we are using to get to evaluate 99. So therefore 99 whole square is equals to 9,801. 9,801. This how we use the identities to find, to simplify or to evaluate the given numbers. Is it clear? Now we see another question. From 6th bit, from 6th question, we have one more 6th bit and 8th bit. 297 into 303. By using the identities only you have to evaluate. So here 297 into 303. Observe it. When you are using the identities, try to write the nearest round figures, which will be easy for us to calculate. Don't write as 290 plus 7 and 300 plus 3. So there is no meaning. You will get the answer by normal multiplication. When you are using identity means there must be unique values. So 297, nearest round figure is 300. 300 minus 3. Observe it. 300 minus 3. Where 297 I am writing as 300 minus 3 into 300 plus 3. 300 plus 3. Observe it. Which identity can be used over here? Yes, you are right. A minus b into a plus b. Which identity? A minus b into a plus b. So, a minus b into a plus b is equals to a square minus b square. So, 300 minus 3 into 300 plus 3 is equals to a square. 300 whole square minus 3 whole square. Why I wrote 300 whole square minus 3 whole square? A value is 3 and B value is, A value is 300, B value is 3. A is equals to 300, B is equals to 3. So A minus B into A plus B, which is A square minus B square. A place 300 whole square, B 3 square. So which can be written as 300 whole square means 300 into 300, 300 into 300, 3 into 3, 9 and 100 into 100, that is 10,000. So 9, 100, 3 into 3, 3 into 100 and 3 into 100, 3 3s are 9. Are you following? 3 into 3, I will write over here the calculation part, 300 into 300, 3 3s are 9 and 4 zeros will be added. So what is the answer you have? 90,000. How much? 90,000. 90,000 minus 3 square is 9. So from this 90,000 subtracting 3 square is 9. Then 10 minus 9. 1 borrowing 9, 9, 9, 8. So which is equals to 89,991. Therefore 297 into 303 is equals to 89,991. Is it clear? We are writing 297 as 300 minus 3, 303 we are writing as 300 plus 3, applying the identity A plus B into A minus B. Now see the next question, 8.9 whole square. So this one can be written as 8.9 square is nothing but, this can be written as nearest round figure is 10. I will show you how to get that. Look at this. Nearest round figure is 10. So 10 and how much? We have to subtract. How much we need to? 8.9 and that is 10 minus 1.1. If I subtract 10 minus 1, 9, 9 minus 1, 8. So we can write 8.9 whole square as 10 minus 1.1. So this we are writing 10 minus 1.1 whole square. 10 minus 1.1 whole square. 1.1 whole square. See, 10 minus 1.1 is 8.9. 8.9. Now the identity is A minus B whole square is equals to A square minus 2AB plus B square. A square minus 2AB plus B square. What is the value of A? 10. What is the value of B? 1.1. Value of A is 10. Value of B is 1.1. So 10 minus 1.1 whole square is equals to 10 square minus 2AB. 2 into 10 into 1.1. What is the value of A? 10. What is the value of B? 1.1 plus 1.1 whole square, which is equals to 10 square is 100. 10 into 10. 10 into 10. 100 minus 2 into 10. Are you following? 10 into 1.1. If you simplify this, 10 into 1.1, which answer you will get? 1.1 into 10. When you multiply, you will be getting 1 ones are 1, 1 ones are 1 besides 0. And how many decimal places are there after that? 0.1. So put point over here. What is the answer you got? 11. 1.1 into 10 is 11. 11 into 2. This answer is 22. Do you understand here? 11 into 2 is 2 tens are 20 into 1.1. 2 ones are 2 ones are, and decimal digits will go 0 will get cancelled. So 22 plus 1.1 whole square. That means 1.1 into 1.1. As we know the squares concept, remove the decimal. 11 into 11 is 121. 121 and place the decimal point. Count it. Here 1 and here 1. Total 2 places. 2 digits from right side you count and place the decimal point. So that is 1.21. 100 minus 22. 100 minus 22 plus 1.21. Now if you subtract, this is all rough work what I am doing. 100 minus 22. Can anyone say? Yes, it is. 10 minus 2 8 and 9 minus 2 is 7. 78. So 78 plus 1.21. 78 plus 1.21. When you add this, 79.21. Whole number part. Observe it. This is the whole number part and this is the whole number part. 78 plus 1, 79, and the decimal part will be 2.1. Sorry, 0.21, not 2.1, 0.21. So therefore, 8.9 whole square is equal to 79.21. 79.21. Is it clear? Yes. Now, I hope you understood how we are using the identities to evaluate, to get the answer. Now come to the question number 7. Using a square minus b square is equals to a plus b into a minus b. That is the identity which is given in the question number 7. In question number 7 he is giving identity. And the first one is 51 square. 51 square minus 49 square. Look at this. A square minus b square is equals to a plus b into a minus b. What is the value of a? 51. What is the value of b? 49. A square. So 51 square. B square. 49 square. A value is 51. B value is 49. So this is solution. First we write 51 square minus 49 square. The identity a square minus b square is equals to a plus b into a minus b. What is the value of a? This is 51 square minus 49 square is equals to a value 51 plus 49 into 51 minus 49. So 51 plus 49 together answer is 100 into 51 minus 49 is 2, which is equals to 200. A square minus b square. The value of a is 51. Value of b is 49. A plus b. 51 plus 49 into a minus b. 51 minus 49. So 51 plus 49 is 100. 51 minus 49 is 2. 100 into 2 is equals to 200. Therefore, 51 square minus 49 square is equals to 200. Is it clear how we are using the identities? I hope you understood. A square minus b square is equals to a plus b into a minus b. Now we see another question from 7th question, 4th one. 12.1 whole square minus 7.9 square. 12.1 square minus 7.9. Which identity we are using? He mentioned that use the identity a square minus b square. So solution, first write the given 12.1 square minus 7.9 square. 12.1 square minus 7.9 square. So here a square minus b square is equals to a plus b into a minus b. This is the identity what we are using. 12.1. So 12.1 whole square minus 7.9 whole square is equals to, observe it, the value of a is 12.1 and the value of b is 7.9. 12.1, 7.9. So a plus b, 12.1 plus 7.9 into 12.1 minus 7.9. 7.9. 12.1 plus 7.9 into 12.1 minus 7.9. Look at this. 12.1 plus 7.9. When you add, so the round figure 9 plus 1 10 and 7 plus 2 9. So 1 plus 1 20.0, which is nothing but 20. 20 into 12.1 minus 7.9. If you subtract 11 minus 9, 11 borrowing, 11 minus 9 2 and 11 minus 7 4, 4.2. Observe it. 12.1 minus 7.9. Borrowing 11 minus 9 2 and here 1 will be there. 11 minus 7 4. So into 4.2, which is equals to 20 into 4.2. 2 2s are 4, 2 4s are 8 and point 2 2s are 4, 2 4s are 8. 0 is there. 84.0, which is equals to 84. Therefore, what is that? 12.1 square minus 7.9 square is equals to 84. Is it clear? Next. Now question number 8. Using x plus a into x plus b is equals to x square plus a plus b into x plus a into b. Here you are using 5.1 into 5.2. So here that identity we are using x plus a. First write 5.1 into 5.2. The identity what? Which identity? He mentioned that x plus a into x plus b. So x plus a. Before that you need to arrange that in terms of x plus a. So this can be written as 5 plus 0.1 into 5 plus 0.2. Observe it. 5.1 can be written as 5 plus 0.1. 5.2 can be written as 5 plus 0.2. Now the identity is x plus a into x plus b is equals to x square plus a plus b into x plus ab. Now x plus a, x place will be writing 5 and a place 0.1, b place 0.2. So 5 plus 0.1 into 5 plus 0.2 is equals to x square. What is the value of x? 5. So 5 square plus a plus b into x. A plus b 0.1 plus 0.2 into x value is 5 plus ab. AB is 0.1 into 0.2. 0.1 into 0.2. Next. 5 square is 25. 5 square is how much? 25 plus 0.1 plus 0.2 will be 0.3 into 5 plus, observe it, 0.1 into 0.2. Forget about the decimals. Then 1 2s are 2. How many digits? 1 2. So 0.02. You know how to multiply? 0.1 into 0.2. Normal multiplication. Then in the answer from right side count the number of digits in the decimal places. Here 1 and here 1. Total 2. So 2 0.02. Next 25 plus 0.3 into 5. 5 3s are 15 and decimal point is there 1. After the decimal point 1 place. So count from right side and place the decimal point. Plus 0.02. When you add all these, so first place you are adding 25 whole number part and 1.5. 1 is the whole number and 5 is the decimal. 0.02 will be equals to 26.52. 26.52. Therefore, 5.1 into 5.2 is equals to 26.52. This is how we apply identities. Is it clear? Yes. children, we have some homework questions here. Exercise 9.5, page number 151 and 152. Fifth question, first and fourth bit. Sixth question, fourth and sixth bit. Seventh and third and eighth bit. Eighth question, first and third bit. These are the homework questions. I hope you understood how to apply the identities while solving algebraic expressions with a multiplication in finding the product, and how to evaluate when numbers are given by using algebraic identities, that is standard identities. So this chapter is completely, we discussed, first what are the terms, what are the types of polynomials, how to add and subtract, how to multiply, and the use of identities. First, what are the identities, then how to use the identities we discussed in this chapter. So with this, algebraic expressions and the identities is done. I hope you understood. Thank you.